Imagine waking up from a near-fatal accident with a life-altering message from Jesus himself. This is the incredible story of Landon Whitley, a tale that will leave you in awe. Against all odds, Landon survived an accident that should have taken his life, only to return with a divine mission from Jesus Christ. What did he witness on the other side? Who did he meet? Join me as I unravel this astonishing story. By the end, you'll be left speechless and deeply moved. On a quiet Sunday afternoon, October 19th, 1997, the Whitley family was driving home from church, just as they did every week. Landon, a young boy, sat in the back seat while his parents, Julie and Andy, were up front. It was an ordinary day until tragedy struck. As they approached an intersection, Julie recalls hearing her husband shout, but his words were cut short as their car was struck by an ambulance speeding through the intersection. The collision was devastating. Everyone was severely injured, but Andy, Landon's father, did not survive. Julie, though hurt herself, remembers her husband's final cries before the crash. For Landon, the situation was dire. Rescuers struggled to find him in the wreckage. When they finally pulled him out, he wasn't breathing. They worked frantically to revive him, but his condition was critical. He was airlifted to a nearby hospital, but his fight for survival was far from over. That day, Landon died twice, first at the scene of the accident and again on the way to the hospital. It was after this second death that something extraordinary happened. At just 8 years old, Landon experienced what he describes as heaven. He saw golden streets and a brilliant white light. He met Jesus, angels, his father, and even relatives he had never known. As Landon fought for his life, doctors warned Julie that even if he survived, he would likely suffer severe brain damage. They told her he might never walk, talk, or eat normally again. But Julie refused to give up hope. She prayed relentlessly, trusting God to save her son. Her love for Landon was unwavering, and she was prepared to care for him no matter the challenges. While Landon clung to life, Julie had to face the heartbreaking task of attending her husband's funeral. She was overwhelmed with grief, anger, and fear, all while worrying about her son's survival. She couldn't even fully mourn her husband's passing. Miraculously, 2 weeks after the accident, Landon woke up. Julie believed it was nothing short of a miracle, an answer to her prayers. To the astonishment of the doctors, Landon showed no signs of brain damage. But Julie now faced another emotional hurdle, telling Landon that his father had died in the crash. She approached him gently, his face scarred and bandaged, and asked, "Do you know where your dad is?" To her amazement, Landon replied, "Yes, I know where he is. I saw him. He's in heaven." Julie was stunned, but Landon's story didn't end there. He went on to describe meeting family members and friends who had passed away, including relatives he had never known. He even mentioned seeing Julie's 2 other children, siblings she had lost to miscarriages before Landon was born. She had never told him about them, yet he knew they were his brothers and sisters. Landon explained that in heaven, you just know who everyone is. Each time Landon faced death, he experienced something new in heaven. He described golden streets, angels, and a profound encounter with Jesus, who gave him a life-changing message. Jesus told him he had to return to earth, live as a faithful Christian, and share his story with the world. Landon felt compelled to let people know that Jesus is real, heaven is real, and that we must live with an eternal perspective. After his recovery, Landon and Julie began sharing their story, testifying to the power of Jesus Christ. Their testimony brought hope to countless people struggling with loss and doubt. Landon never wavered in his mission, because he believed in Jesus. He had seen him face to face. Reflecting on their journey, Julie realized how her faith had deepened. Sometimes, it's in our darkest moments, when we have nothing but God to rely on, that our relationship with Him truly flourishes. She once questioned why God hadn't sent an angel to protect them that day, but she came to understand that angels were present all along. It was part of God's mysterious plan that her husband didn't survive, but her son did. Instead of being consumed by anger and bitterness, Julie and Landon chose to use their story to bring comfort to others, to share their faith, and to draw people closer to Jesus. Today, Landon lives a remarkably normal life despite the challenges he faces. He has over 23 metal plates in his head, a reconstructed nose, and has lost vision in one eye. Yet his survival is nothing short of a miracle. He lives his life to the fullest, guided by the faith and purpose Jesus gave him. If this story touches your heart and the Holy Spirit is speaking to you, let me know in the comments. Heaven is a topic surrounded by confusion and deception. Many have different opinions about how to get there and who will enter. But the truth is, we will all face the afterlife one day. Death is the one certainty in life. Like and subscribe for more videos like this.